Like people messaging you, or
Um, I've gotten like few offers, but they're both been like pretty shit. But I've made some good connections though with people like who are further in the journey than I am.
yep, that's good. Hey man, baby steps. Because honestly, me, I didn't get those kind of. I know you guys love my content. I hope, but they don't always start off that way. It took time, so yeah, but it's all worth it. I was having a conversation. Here's I'll tell you guys. Like I was having a conversation earlier. I literally just had steak with these two guys. They're twin brothers. One of them does high ticket closing. The other one does marketing agency for real estate. And I was just telling them, they were asking me about my personal brand. And you guys probably know, I don't know if you guys joined the call, if you remember, with Matteo Banzon, the guy who did the presentation, one of the guest calls. If you guys weren't there, I think you missed out, but the recording is up. If you guys were there, you guys would have remembered him. And there was a lot of people that joined. And you were just talking about that call. And he was saying how it's crazy how compared to all these other coaching programs, these other communities that he's done calls for before, my one by far, people have respected me the most. People have participated the most, and they've been, yeah, they've just been the most high quality people. And at first, I didn't really believe him. Not that I wouldn't believe what he said, but I thought it was just another coaching call. I thought it was just another call, like another day, right? But he really meant that. He said, "Yeah, bro. Like out of these older communities, these guys don't even join. They have thousands of people in them in the. They have thousands of people in the group, and yet there's like almost no one joins their calls. People don't ask questions. They don't participate. They're just low quality. But then when he saw my group and when we did the coaching call together, he noticed like it was like day and night. So I really appreciate that from him. And he said it must have been from the personal brand. And I said, of course it is the personal brand. Like this is the reason why you guys have tuned in. You guys are asking me for help. You guys are following the channel because you guys trust me. You see me as an expert. You relate to me. Therefore, that makes you want to become a good participant, right? So that's the that's the beauty about having a personal brand. I know I shove it down your guys' throats every single time, but the longer you go without a personal brand, the longer you're gonna pussy out of putting yourself out there. And the longer you're gonna pussy out, just because it gets too hard and you're not seeing your likes go up or your followers go up, well, the rest of the people you're gonna keep going, they're just gonna get the offers that you want. They're gonna get the results that you want. They're gonna get in touch with the people that you want. Okay, so keep building that brick by brick. No pun intended. But you just need to stick at it, you know, because I never didn't think it'd get up to this point, to be honest. And it's all worth it, as you can see. You know, I didn't start off as a like again, you got if you guys are new, then I'll tell you. But if you guys aren't new and you've been following for a while, you'd know like I didn't used to be a coach. I tried coaching in the past, but I never was coaching for a long time last until last year in December when I opened the Oracle, when I started taking on one-on-one students because people were asking me to. And then I just scaled it up from there. And then I stopped setting because like I said, setting is just a gateway to bigger opportunities. You don't have to be married to it. I didn't want to be married to it. I didn't want to be a setter forever. So went from setting a couple years. And even while I was still setting, I wasn't coaching yet. I was still documenting my journey. I was still posting content about appointment setting and high ticket sales. Also a little bit about my life. Throw that in as well. Add some stories to it. And the reason why I say that is because obviously now part of the intent of me posting personal brand or of posting content is to get more leads in, is to get more clients in. Yes, let's not ignore that. That's true. Yes, I'm doing it for business to get more leads in, right? Also document my journey. But back then, when I didn't have that incentive, I was still posting content. I was still sharing my learnings. I was still doing breakdown videos. I was still sharing value. And I think my intent back then was just because like I felt the need to. I wanted to give out source. I wanted to document the journey. If this content even helps one person out, then I feel like I've done my job rather than me withholding it to myself, thinking it's not good enough, and then it would help no one. So there you go. I hope that makes sense.
Yeah, it sure does.
But anyways, enough of the app session. I hope that just I hope that inspired you guys to at least start documenting the journey. So, anyways, boys, let's get into this. Let's do Q&A first. If anyone's got a burning question, the floor is all yours. And then after that, we can go into, like I said, Convo reviews, profile reviews, whatever you want. Unless no one wants to go.
Yeah, like I'm good for now. Like I have things sorted out,
Okay.
and there's some stuff we'll talk on that our call.
Yeah. Oh yeah, safe feed. Because I couldn't make the call earlier.
Hmm.
Um, unless it's stuff you want to share just one on one, like if there's stuff that you're comfortable sharing, with the rest of the guys, just tell me, and then
Yeah,
this could be our opportunity to do the call, kind of.
yeah, sure, sir. Like it's just about like I told you about Nick, right? Like in our last call. So yeah, he's about to launch that offer like maybe in starting of next week.
Nice.
So yeah, I'll be working as a setter for him.
Let's go. Cool. And
Yeah,
then in terms
and
of the
like
schedule, we'll
and
come up with a new
also want
schedule.
to yeah, yeah, for sure. And to everyone, I also want to tell like the best thing is building network, like as Matt mentioned, like personal brand and all. Yeah, outreaching works, but I have landed all my offers through network to be very honest. And like if you put effort in building network, if you connect with one person a week, by the end of the year you will have 50 people whom you can trust and whom they can help you get land offer or a better opportunities. So like building,
Yeah.
like I landed this offer through like a different community. Like thing is, as Matt also says, join as much community as possible and check those peoples out in there who are more active, who are most active, who are participating the most. Get connect with them, talk to them, share your stories, doubts, help them. Providing value is
Yep.
important.
Yep.
You can't just ask. You have to give. Like I have gave Nick all the resources I have, helped him with the content and all everything. So yeah, that's how we build trust. That's how we get opportunities.
Exactly, bro. 100%. Yeah, guys, I actually had the conversation. Actually, had a conversation about that too. Is the way I see appointment setting in sales, the sales game changing in 2024, 2025 onwards, is your network is going to be your best weapon. Your personal brand, your reputation is going to be your best weapon. And that, I want to make this very clear. It does not mean you can slack off on outreach. It does not mean outreach is not important. Like you just stop hammering the DMs and just put your feet up. That's not what I'm saying. Like still do it. But building your network and building your personal brand is very high leverage. Because like what Safety said, if you just join as many communities, and especially if they're high quality communities, pay if you need to too, like an entry fee or like a recurring fee, like kind of how I used to have this group before. So it's all the more worth it because like you said, like Safety said, if you just meet that one person once a week, then you've met 52 new people. If you've met 52 new people, it's not just that one person too. It's also their
Yeah,
network.
yeah, yeah. You have
So
access to
whatever,
50 networks.
52 networks. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
And then I doubt you guys are only going to meet one person per week. You're going to meet a ton of people per week. So just,
yeah,
I'll let your imagination run wild on that. But honestly, guys, like joining communities, joining networks, being a person of value in them, not just some nobody that hangs in the background and takes, that's going to pay off dividends because, like Safi said, he landed his offer through network. Honestly, guys, I landed my first two offers through network slash personal brand. The first one was because I was friends with the guy and we were in the same coaching program. So he thought of me, and then as we started working together. The second guy, he found me through my YouTube and sent me a DM. So that was an inbound DM, and he said if I knew anyone who could set for him. And then instead of that, instead of referring people, I just said I'll do it myself. I'll get on your offer because I thought it was really good. So again, I'm not saying put your feet up and it means outreach is dead. It is not dead. But couple the outreach with networking, couple the outreach with being a high value person. I know it's cliche, but it's very, very high leverage. You know, if you join the communities, you see the job postings like you do in this community, and then imagine just that's times by 10. So, and then you have a bunch of people in there you can connect with. So, yeah, I think that's where things are going. I think it's all about leverage and influence and network and reputation now. You have to put a face on yourself, not just be a nobody and a none. Put a one in the
Yeah,
chat
and
if this
like
has been help. Oh yeah, go ahead, bro.
yeah,
Go ahead,
like the
Safety.
most people, yeah, I also was like liking as soon as I joined Oracle, like to be very honest, I liked outreach. And but the thing is, if you build network, that's also a type of outreach. So outreach is the base to anything. To land an offer, to build a connection, to like do everything, outreach is the best. Like you can't stop that. It's just like, and it only take a copy paste message, just send 10 people an hour, and hardly takes 2 to 3 minutes. So, like, I know
Exactly.
it's, yeah, as Matt mentioned, it's cliche, it's boring and all, but it works.
Yeah, it does work. Yeah. Put a one in the chat if this has been helpful so far or it makes sense. This call. Fire, 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 fire. Okay, Sudeep, go ahead.
Hello, Matt. How are you?
Hey man, I'm good, bro. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. I had a quick question. So I'm on this offer right now,
Yep.
that is, so the offer owner, like he has a VA that sends friend requests, and every day we get like 10 to 15 accepted friend requests, you
Mm-hmm.
know, and and he has like hundreds of conversations that he like did in the past and shared. And that's how he's telling us, like go out there, like go to these conversations and
Yep.
convert them. I think this is not a good offer. Like, what would you say?
So outbound by the sounds of it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like they accept the friend request, so
Accept the friend request. Do they have SOPs and trainings for that? Like who are this is where you find your ideal prospects. This is who you're gonna target. This is the pages that you go to, or they're just like expecting you to okay, you figure it out by yourself type
no,
thing.
no, no, no. Like the VA does all those things. Like she's given all the groups. You got to target like
Okay.
4 or 5 groups, and she
Okay.
sends 50 friend requests a day, and 10 to 15 people like take it on. But what happens is like if you message the 10 to 15 people, and it's a long process, it's like they don't know your product and shit. Like he has a good Facebook profile, like he has
Okay.
like good engagement going on there, and he also has
Yeah.
like a Facebook group. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I think maybe like what I'm thinking is like just find out some offers where you have like new people coming in 60, 80 conversations a day. That would be helpful is what I'm thinking. What do you say?
But does he have that type of lead flow or he doesn't?
No, 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 no. I'm wanting to switch. So like I've been in like appointment setting for like 1.5 month-ish. That's it.
Mm.
I'm with Dylan, right? Dylan Gigliotti. Yeah, did you?
Dylan, I don't know.
Okay. So he's
Doesn't
also
ring a
like
bell.
a messaging coach. So I'm taking a little bit of training from him. But my main thing is like I came in for selling actually, and I have a little
Sales.
bit of experience in selling. So now I'm getting some
Okay.
closing offers. Uh,
Okay.
but I don't know, like, is it just I just wanted to know about this offer. Should I quit this and like fully go into closing, or like still work this out? Like, from a from a high level perspective, what do you say, like, this offer is like?
If the closing offers that you got are good, then I'd
Uh-huh.
just go straight to closing, bro. Because
Mhm.
you already have experience, you said,
Oh yeah.
and your earning potential is gonna be way higher.
Hmm.
Plus, you said like you got in this originally for closing anyway.
Yeah, yeah.
So if those closing offers are good, I mean we can tell it you can answer that right now. Like what are the closing offers like that you got?
So the closing offer seems good. So like guys go through like a 3-day challenge, and 20% of them buy, but the other 80 don't. So I just call them
Mhm.
up, and try and close them.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the other one, you said there's
Uh,
more than one.
so that is more like a cold calling one. So
Okay.
the offer is like AI and automation for retail business owners. And the guy who said, like, because we're targeting retail, most SMMA guys don't. So like we're getting some good appointments just through cold calling, those business owners. And
Yeah.
like, so like if you set a cold call, I can do like a cold calling appointment, but I'm not really with that, DM thing yet. I like the idea, but it's like, so that's what my thing is.
Yeah. And where do they stand? Where do you stand with those offers? Do they actually say yes or
Yeah,
oh cool, so you're accepted into them.
yeah, like, so I mean, these are purely commission based, right? So this one is
Yeah.
one is Indian offer, one is US offer. So the one I'm working on is with this US offer right now. It's through DMs. My main hassle is Matt is like, he himself only makes 7K a month, like the offer owner himself. And he's
Mhm.
been doing, this selling this marketing coaching for like 1.5 year. I I don't know, like, if he himself is like making 7K, me getting like a 5% would be. Like 350. So, um but again, so I'm just confused. Should I, like, how do I look at this offer? Like,
How much does he charge?
he charges like 4K.
Okay. Hmm. He's doing said he's doing 7K a month.
Yeah,
He charges 4K. That's probably one and a half clients per month.
yeah,
Maybe some payment payment plans in between.
yeah. In
Um,
between a couple of payment plans.
how's
And he's
how's the
con
lead flow?
Yeah.
How's the lead flow with the closing offers?
Oh, it's full. Like, I can, like, within 100 leads a day, I guess.
Oh, bro, okay, I'll hop on that, bro.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
not
surely.
exactly 100 leads. So it's like I work like 5 days a week, and it's 250, 250, easily 250 leads per week.
Oh, bro, that's your answer then. Get on it.
Like
So,
the sales comes down to two people. Like how much the owner is making comes down to two people. One is
mhm,
setter, the other is closer. So
mhm.
the issue is not with the owner, it's with those two people. So if you can increase the closing rate and you can perform better, then the owner will make more and you will make more. So it's not the income is fixed. Like you won't be stuck at 350. Like if you'll perform and your setter will perform, then definitely the sales will go up and your commission and everything will go up. So it's the
The o-
game.
the owner himself is the all rounder. He's the marketer, setter, closer, and everything. So he's
Okay,
like a
okay.
single business owner.
So you need to perform better than your owner, to be honest.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, man.
there we go. Yeah, bro, I'd again, it depends how risky you are or risk averse you are. But if
Mhm.
you want my answer, that closing offer sounds pretty good. Get on that one. Stop doing the DM one you're doing. You said you wanted to get into closing anyway.
Yeah,
And yeah, so and you're gonna earn more doing that. Obviously, you're not gonna you might. I want you to kill it off the bat with closing, But just know there might also be a ramp up period where you're trying to get used to it at first. But that's part of the journey, bro. So I'd go balls deep. I'd go straight to the closing one, and then don't look back on the setting one.
Yeah. And when did you start this community, man? Like I used to watch you on YouTube. I don't know
I
your joins
appreciate
the
that.
community.
Yeah, this has been around for a while, bro.
Uh,
This community since, well, I say a while, but since like Feb, I think.
let's see.
Yeah, since
Mm.
February.
Yeah,
Yeah, so it's
yeah.
grown. Like we're at 400. It's pretty crazy. And again, I appreciate every single one of you guys because we're at 492 members, including me, and I've got 12 membership requests pending. So we're gonna get like 500 over 500 members here, like as soon as I accept these guys. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's very humbling for sure to think
Yeah.
that me just deciding to post again, testament to YouTube, a testament to personal branding.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is okay. I wouldn't be half where I am today without the personal brand, guys. So you guys really need to start considering it and actually taking action on
Yeah.
posting. So
And yeah, and one more thing, the reason why I wanted to leave that offer, bro, is like a little bit of like health issues. I'm not saying, but I'm not like really optimally working. I'm from India, and then like I've been sold this dream, take this 12-week course and you'll be a ninja. And I came into this, this
nice.
high ticket closing, did not find a job. Now I'm stuck with this,
Yeah.
stupid US offer.
Yeah.
Fortunately, through personal brand, I got a couple of them, but it's like
Yeah.
it took a toll on me, man. It's like since 6 months I made no money. So
Yeah, I
that's
feel
also
that.
another reason.
Yeah, you'll crack the code, bro. It's just a matter
Mm.
of time.
Thanks, man.
Hey, speaking of the bands on twins, has that steak gone down yet for you guys? They literally, yeah, I don't know if they can unmute or not, but these are the guys I'm talking about. Mateo, he did a guest call, and then we got Alfonso here. We'll do a call soon because he's more into high ticket closing. I don't know if you guys can unmute, but if not, it's what it is. But yeah,
Yo,
we
yo,
just literally
yo.
had steaks with these. There we go.
What's up?
What's up, man? I said, did the steaks go down for you
What's
guys?
up, boys?
Yeah, it's good. Good stuff.
It's good stuff. It's good steak. Yeah, we're just chopping it up. I told them about what we talked about earlier about the guest call and the power of personal brand because you said that and I said I didn't believe you at first because I thought it was just another day, but guys, just hear it from him himself, from the man himself. Like my community has had more engaged people than bigger communities.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
that's that.
from the ones that I looked at as well. I've been in many communities like group coaching calls and whatnot. Not everyone's super active. No one really participates. No one asks questions. But I've been to a few of Matt's calls, and you guys are really about it, which is a really good sign.
Appreciate that, bro.
I really appreciate
Yeah. Yeah, and with that being said, let's get more people in for sure. Let's get you guys more active as well. I don't bite, especially if you guys are new. I know it can be intimidating sometimes, but hey, this is the best place to ask. This is the best time to ask because you're speaking to the very guy, not to toot my own horn, but you're speaking to the very guy who's making the YouTube videos to help you. Except this time it's in real time and you can literally ask me specific questions that I might not be able to answer in the free content, and you have a whole solid ass hour. So yeah, it's an opportunity right here. Like, don't waste it. So, if you guys are a bit nervous or you want to be a bit quiet, or especially your cameras are off, like I'm sure you guys are all boggy and handsome, so it's all good. So we'd love to see
it.
more
Just
cameras as
one
well.
one step by another. Like the first step will be just unmuting yourself and turning on your cameras. That's the first
Yeah,
step.
exactly. Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Matt,
Yup.
I have a Convo. Can we go over it if I screen share?
Yes, sir.
But I have access to share.
Try now. Try
Yes,
now.
I
Try now,
do.
Cal. Yeah, try now.
Yep. Can you see?
Yes, sir. Oh, nice.
So
Many chat.
yeah, it's an inbound lead. Comes in with the keyword AI. Are you new to this? Yeah, very new. And then I just asked him like what drives him into ecom. Right.
Mm. Who do you set for, bro? If you don't mind me asking.
I'll show you.
Yeah, I'm just curious because I used to. Oh, you set for Sander?
No. This guy.
Okay. Oh, okay. Bet. Okay, bet.
Like the lead first, like insane.
Okay. You on a business trip? I've been meetings all week long. Okay. What? Okay. What's the issue here? If there's an issue.
Um, I'll go with. I just want to give you some like insight, like what's going on in the convo.
Okay.
I was like,
Yeah, but like, did he book in? Did he not book in, or he just are
nah,
we?
he didn't book in. So what we do is we don't send out the candidate link because they're gonna sit on it and probably not gonna book themselves. So we ask for them like for their info and the best time when like they're all posted to hop on a call. So I think I low-key lost the frame here because um I started like asking when it's when it's fine for him, and I should have had just dropped the time and asked yes or no.
Hmm, should be approached. I mean, what I like there is your persistent follow-ups. So you're not giving up right away, which is good. Friday. So
Okay.
this was that's the note.
Yeah, I'll do
Okay, so
one right now.
hey dog. Cool.
Mm,
And then if he still doesn't respond after that, just send like just get an answer. Send a direct follow-up. Just be like, hey brother, I mean, I see you're not replying to the messages. If you're busy, just let me know. No worries. But if you're not interested anymore, also just let me know. Save each other
all
time.
right.
That'll be the next
All
follow-up after the one you just send.
right.
But I don't think there's anything wrong specifically with what you did. When you say you lost frame, I don't really. Okay, you made 280K last year. It's good.
Yeah, this could be a good automation client, which is our like 50K package.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm kind of mad I lost him on that, but shit happens.
Yeah, bro, it's all good. Yeah, I don't.
Okay.
I mean, we'll just see. We'll just see if he books it. I think, yeah, you could have done a little better with the framing and not losing him there, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I'll
Lesson
say
learned.
like the framing is important. Like follow ACA rule. First acknowledge what he has said, then give him a compliment if necessary based on what he have written, and then third, then ask. I see, and when you follow up, just follow up with base level question. Don't just go with like just when we're gonna book in. Just ask about their day, then start a conversation from there. Because once you have followed up, like they left you on red, right? So they are a lot colder then. So I don't think it's the optimal time to like book them because we don't have to rush anything. Like if he books 2 3 days later, then still then it's like better than not getting him booked in. So just there's no need to rush. Follow ACA rule. First acknowledge, then compliment, then ask. Follow these steps and you like will never get left on red, to be honest.
Definitely. Yeah, I should acknowledge
Yeah.
better because
Yeah.
I was like saying, okay, gotcha, and out of this.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Matt, do you have like you need to send so many follow-ups like after like 3 messages or like 4 messages, you should just stop, the lead is lost, or like is there anything you have, you like follow up till they call the police?
I like to do three, four times, and then if after the fourth time they more or less pretty much shows they're not interested, but I'll still follow up with them after that, like every so often, like a month or two, every month or two, you know. But I know some people like to do the follow up until you get arrested, like harass them basically. But you know, usually after the fourth time, if you have to follow up four times and every single time it's been left on red or delivered, I think it's safe to say they're not interested. So I
Mhm.
like to do three, for me at least, that's been the sweet spot, 3 to 4 times follow up.
I see. And at like every point in the conversation, you do like 3 or 4, and that's it. Exactly.
Yeah, yeah, around there. So I could, for example, I'll speak to a new prospect and they just start dropping off 3 to 4 follow-ups over the span of like a week. And then after the fourth one, I'm like, okay, I'll move on. So like a month goes by, I want to follow up old leads on old leads. And I'll just hit them up again with the follow-up, like, hey, how's things going? Yada yada. And then again, like the whole process starts again. But I think you've got to play it by ear. It gets to a point where I play it by ear, so I probably won't do it 3 to 4 times
Mhm.
the second time. Just a couple here and there, and then yeah, just keep them warm throughout because they're gonna keep watching the content. They're gonna keep watching the stories. They're gonna be nurtured, and if they don't, they can leave. That's fine. But that's the whole point. You have to be persistent with it.
I see.
So
Got
I
it.
hope that answers the question.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah,
Thank you.
G.
Yeah, but I want to ask like I missed the part where you guys didn't send the calendar link. Like, may I ask why? Because my company is doing the same and I just don't get it because it saves time a lot, right?
Yeah, like one reason that's coming in my mind is like where sometimes when we send calendar link, they just don't book in, then we have to do the follow-ups and all. So like if we just ask when they are available, the exact time, like are you available this week? Okay, which day? Okay, which time? Which hour? So
Okay.
once they've given everything, then we can just manually book them themselves ourselves by asking their email, and voila, they'll get the mail, and it's more easy. Like
Oh yeah.
that's what I think, to be honest. Like it's
Okay.
happened a lot of time. Like it had happened to me a lot of time. I send them the calendar link and they just don't book in. Then I have to do follow up. So it's better to ask that when they are available, so we exactly know when they are available.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
they can't even make an excuse right there. So then we
Yeah.
can
So
just
like is
nourish the conversation.
reduce the friction so they don't have to like click the link.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, Kyle, I think you should answer that. I think he was asking it to you too. Like, why
Uh,
does Sean make you do that?
I like manually booking.
What's up?
Or why don't we use my calendar links or
Yeah, yeah.
well,
Well, why in
Yeah,
your company doesn't do calendar things?
yeah, no, because they're gonna sit on it and just like they're gonna go check their like schedule if the time fits for them in the calendar link, and then they're just gonna forget it, and they're just gonna need to follow up and follow up. It's so much
yeah.
Oh,
easier
It's
to
the
just
same
get
thing.
their info and book them,
okay, but
and then we're yeah, like yeah.
Yeah, but like Calendly, I think it's got a feature like follow-up feature in the Calendly in the standard package, I think. Yeah, I used it that in my
I think
personal.
the offer owner, I think the offer owner will. It's up to the offer owner, right? At the end of the
Yeah,
day,
yeah.
Yeah.
the biz owner.
Yeah.
So, yeah, yeah. I mean, you could make a suggestion. Let's go to the chat. I missed some stuff. Um, that's crazy. Yeah, community of 120 people and only one guy comes in the calls. That's kind of crazy. That's crazy. Hi, hi. You said filter quite. What do you mean by the first question, bro? Hi. How are
Oh,
you able to do
I
that?
just
You add
asked
filter
like
question.
when you guys were talking about how you were able to get an engaged community. Yeah, so I just want to know like how you did that. Yeah,
This community.
yeah, yeah.
I think a lot of it is because I don't have filters yet. I just let anyone and everyone in unless they're being a dick and then I kick them out. But I'm
Yeah.
I'm thinking of adding filter questions that will help. Honestly, I think it's by setting an example. That's 80% of it.
Well,
Because
what do you mean by that?
yeah, I'll explain. So let's say I come on these calls. Let's say I come on these calls. I'm not my best self, or I'm not even like talking to people or engaging in my own community.
Yeah.
Then everyone else is gonna mirror that. Everyone else is gonna be like not engaging to or not asking questions or not just being lazy and not engaging basically and not
Yeah.
putting
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
the work, right? So like it's leadership. It's basic leadership. If the leader, if people can see that the leader isn't the type to be like first in, last out, then they're not really leading, are they? They're not someone people can lean on.
Yeah.
You know, the leader can't even lead. Like they have to set an example. So I have to set an example for you guys so that the group, not just for my business, for my sake, but also that's why as a byproduct of me setting an example, the group's high quality. The people join consistently every week. The
Yeah.
students get results. The people put in the work. Yeah, so that's what I mean, bro. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense, man. Thank you.
But there's other technical stuff too that I can, like filtering and whatever. But I haven't even implemented that. But I should probably gonna think of putting in that.
Yeah, man. Awesome.
Yep. So DP asked, how long does it take to learn a skill, the minimum to maximum range? Any skill in general or appointment setting?
Yeah, like closing or
Okay,
setting in general, both of them.
setting, closing. Uh, depends. I say this all the time, bro. I always give this answer, but it really does depend. I'd say
Mm-hmm.
you ask for a range, so like minimum to maximum range. So long as you aren't dumb or lazy, totally dumb or lazy, and open in the work, I'd say minimum. People pick it up. Some people pick up really quickly, like
Mm-hmm.
a week, 2 weeks. I'm
Oh.
probably gonna ask the Banzan twins too about their experience of learning this. But some people it takes a while for it to click, but it does eventually click, and then that may have taken like a couple of weeks to a couple of months for it to finally click and get good at setting in sales. So it
Mm-hmm.
depends, man. It depends on a lot of things. Depends on the work ethic. Depends on the training that you're getting. Depends on your mindset.
Yeah,
A bunch of stuff.
yeah, I understand like the answer. So that's why I asked like the range, Let's say someone is really good at putting it, really has the right training, calls on some guy
Yeah,
like you. And versus someone who is like still in the trenches like me, still figuring out, but we still
yeah,
look at a range. Okay, it might take 12 months, because my family always asks me when I gonna bring deals, bringing some time, bringing some time. You're still
yeah,
in all these trenches, and your friends are
yeah,
making, in a job and they're making money. You're in this commission-based role, and you're just saying you want to quit this offer. Didn't you know that before?
yep,
So that's why I was just asking, like, what is like a realistic expectation to have? Like, okay, this is the range. You might fall under this. So that's what I was looking for.
I think give yourself 3 to 6 months and
Mm-hmm.
you just lock in, and then that should be a good range. I think after between the 6 to 12 month mark, either it's really, really slow for you to pick it up and get a
Mm-hmm.
grasp on it,
Mm-hmm.
or you're just doing something completely wrong, right? But
Mm-hmm.
I think the 3 to 6 month mark to learn a new skill like this
Mm-hmm.
is a safe bet, provided that you're actually locking in. Because believe it or not, guys, obviously I'm pretty good at setting now.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say I'm the best, but I'm pretty good, pretty qualified to teach you guys all this. But when I first started, this stuff was like a blur to me. I didn't know what was going on. I was overthinking a lot. Oh, what do I say? How do I say this? What's a follow up? What do I follow up with? Just freaking out, bro. Like a million questions. And then I just kept at it because it used to be me back in university, and every
Mm-hmm.
single day I would do over the shoulder with two, 3 friends who are also in business,
Mm-hmm.
and that would be like our practice every single day, like setting appointments every day. And then it still didn't click though. I was like 2, 3 weeks into this. I'm like, what's going on? It's not clicking. I don't get it. And then there'd be like weeks where there'd be like 1 week it's like, oh, it's starting to make sense. I know what to say. And then the next week I'd be like, I'm so confused. Like I have brain fog. I don't know what to say here. And I'm just not booking meetings and so confusing. And then I just kept at it though. And then around the 2.5 month mark, I just woke up and everything made sense now. I mean, that's pretty weird because I just woke up, everything is fine now. It all makes sense. But I think that was because of all the reps I put in, all the things I stacked leading up to that point, where it's like muscle memory now, you know? So for me, it took a bit of time to figure it out, but the skill is just half the battle, honestly. You need to get in a good position too, and you need to be consistent and accountable.
Yeah, man. Like, I don't know if someone has a question you can ask. I keep on asking, but anyway.
Hey, bro, it's all good. You can ask as many questions. I mean, Mateo, like how long did
What's
I'm
up?
trying to shoot. You do wait, what was it again?
I run the agency.
Okay, my bad. Okay,
All
no,
good.
that still works. That still works. Did setting come naturally to you, and did closing come naturally to you? Like, how long did that
No,
take
definitely
for you to
not.
go?
Like, even now, I don't think I'm that good of a closer. Obviously, I close my own deals. So I have like founder's advantage. Most of you guys are working for someone
Yeah,
else. So,
yeah,
but yeah, Sudeep, I think while I was listening, I think this is obviously take this with a grain of salt. This is just what I think and what works for me. But it's like, I think even just you thinking about, oh, what's like the minimum or maximum rates, like that's not the right way to think about it. Like
yeah,
things take time. Like, I only started really making money a year after pretty much going all in, right? And like, if you guys listen to like Alex Hermosi and stuff, he's so big on
yeah,
like, all right, you have something that works, do it for 10 years. And then, like, if you haven't done it for 10 years, then don't complain, right? So, yeah, I think you just have to, like,
Yeah, man.
it is hard. Like, you're going to be in the trenches. It's going to be a lot of hard work and it's just going to take time. But yeah, I think in general, you could learn a skill. You could be really good in like 2 months. But realistic is like, yeah, 6 to 12 months.
6.
For sure. Yeah, but that's just my take. I think, yeah, you just got to put in the work. You have to be an absolute killer, be a dog. Like, you want to, if you guys are doing like outbound DMs or outbound calling, like cold calling, like, you just want to fucking pick up the phone and start dialing. Like, that's the only way you'll get better. And it's going to be rough. It's going to be tough. You might not make money at the start, but it's like, that's just what you have to do. And trust me when I say this, like, all the successful guys that you see, even Matt himself, like, they've all been through the trenches. Like, you're not any different. So yeah, you just have to keep pushing through.
yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
like I totally agree with you. Like most people who like comes in this online making money space is like they think of it as like a get rich quick scheme like within 2 3 months as but like see to put things into perspective like our parents and all like and to think of like the 9 to 5 job that metrics. Like we start going to school like when we are 3 4 and we land a job when we are like around 20 25. So it's like 15 20 years. Then how if you are like in sales then how like any other skill like how can you like think like I have to make money in 2 to 3 months like at least give a year or 2 or 3 maybe.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
think for you guys starting out, like, you shouldn't care about money. Just, you should care more about the skill you're going to get.
Yeah.
And that will, trust me, in 2 years, that will make you way more money than focusing on money at the
yeah,
start. So it's like,
Hmm.
yeah,
and yeah,
exactly.
obviously, I think sales is the best skill you can learn because that translates into everything else in life, like just having
Everything.
conversations with people, dating, confidence, like whatever it is. Like, sales is the way to go. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Alfonso would know about that.
yeah,
Translating into everything. Oh, jeez. Yeah. So that's the thing, bro. That's the thing, guys. I know it's hard to detach from the money. I know it's like the number one thing you guys want, but That's not how the universe works. It's a tough pill to swallow. I've had to learn it the hard way. But it's more about more about being the type of person. Because like you could have person A, person B. I give this example all the time. You have person A, person B. Person B is just chasing the money, but what is he actually as a person? Like what is he actually as a character? And what skills has he actually picked up? Then he's not gonna get the money, right? You have to be the type of person who makes money, has the skills to make that kind of money, and they have the character trait, they have the character, they have the identity to make that kind of money. If you give $50,000 to a person who doesn't have any of those things, he's gonna blow right through it, and he's gonna be back to square one. You see it all the time with lottery winners, right?
Yeah.
They win millions of dollars, and then they give it a couple of years because they're not that kind of guy or girl. They end up being stupid with it, and they're back to square one. They lost all their money. But if you take a millionaire, or you take someone who's been in the trenches and like actually put in the work, and they develop the character traits and they develop the skills, they're gonna keep the money flowing. They're gonna keep it around and multiply it for a long time. So it's not the chasing the money that gets the money. It's being that kind of person and having the sort of skills that gets you paid a lot. That's what gets the money. You have to be that type of person. Sales is a very, very good way to do it.
Yeah, it's like this, like we all currently have the self-sabotaging mentality. So even if we get a like ton of money, we'll just self-sabotage ourselves and get to our like current character traits, like
Yeah,
back to square
exactly.
zero. So like if we
100%.
been into trenches and like we like crawl our work through it and like we build our character to that level in which like the character of making 5-10K, then we'll make and we'll maintain. Like maintaining is much harder. Like any person can win a lottery by luck or any chance, but he'll just self-sabotage himself and will come to like square zero. But
Yep.
maintaining the flow of money and everything, that's the important thing. And if you
Yep.
like, you will have tough time and you'll work hard, you still have tough time, you won't get what you want, you land offer, you just then just they'll fire you, things will happen, like things, this kind of things that happened to me. But yeah, these things build your character trait. Like I met, I like when like I first in my first call on like this community, like I know I was like putting my phone just here. My face is half covered, and yeah, I'm not even in the frame properly. But as things hard time went, like I learned a lot now. Everything like building setup, like it's just a baby step. It's not has to be in like not only sales on making money, like in also in like your day-to-day life. If you'll get 1% better every day, then that foreshadows on everything, all areas of all aspect of life.
Mm. Yeah, 100% stuff. Cool. Convo reviews, profile reviews. What do you guys want? Do you guys want your profile reviewed? Do you guys want your convos reviewed? We've got 15 minutes left. If not, then we could just do Q&A. And then if not, if like, all you guys are set, I hope not. But if you guys are all set and actually genuinely good, then we can wrap up early. But yeah, I'll put the floor to you guys.
Yeah, so
Profile
I
review. Yeah, go ahead. Hi.
all right, so in my company we're doing outreach, but we're prone to like looms and also voice messages or even like send pictures to like connect with the prospect. Like, do any of you guys have experience doing that? And you can share like how you've been doing it and how it's been working for you.
I think it works just
Yeah.
because it stands out from the typical text that people just DM you stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But not everyone sends a photo. Not everyone sends a video.
Yeah.
Not everyone sends a, I mean, I know Loom has been around. I know Loom Outreach has been around for a while, but I think it's still, if you couple a good ass Loom with a good ass DM,
Yeah.
and that'll print because that's one of the things we teach inside the community, the video outreach.
Yeah. So like
Yeah.
but first, do you think like I should connect with the person first, like the guy said, like acknowledge what I say and like the complimenting.
Is this what do you mean? So when you send a cold DM, are you thinking of you just start off casually and
Yeah, so like
acknowledge first, or just go straight for the kill, go straight for the outreach?
yeah, so first like I will do a general compliment, and then after that I'll just let it sing and send the loon, or like I should build connection with voice note and also pictures.
I would say who's your who's your what's your niche? Like who are you trying to reach?
Fitness coach and coaches in general. But now
Okay,
do
fitness
mainly
coaches.
fitness. Yeah.
I'd split test it just because I was gonna say don't do that. Just get straight into business into Loom because these are business owners and business owners don't want to waste time. But
Yeah.
I think on second thought, just split test it because there's some people that succeed very well with the starting off very casually and then you know building rapport and then getting permission to send the Loom.
Yeah.
And then there's other people who just get straight to the point, and then vice versa. Like there's fitness coaches out there who prefer you just get straight to the point, and there's other fitness coaches out there who don't like getting pitched
Yeah.
and would rather you just start off, building rapport with them first and seeing if letting them decide if they actually like you or not.
Yeah. All right.
And they give permission. So I just test it. Do I don't know, maybe 20, 25, 25 casual, 25 forward. You could do bigger sample size, maybe 50-50 each. You
Yeah.
could do that this week. You could do 50 one week. You do 50 the other week. Depends, but just split test it. That's the basis of it, and then you're gonna see
Okay.
which one performs better.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
And Matt, how does someone, a fresher like me, in a permanent setting, right? How do I know, like, where do I find these business owners who are making 40K and above, like who are really in that income range where the offer is validated, like probably they're setters or he knows setting, working under them would, be better for me. Like, is there a way to like differentiate owners who are making well, seeing their profiles, something like that? How do I do that?
I mean, a couple things on that. Sure, you could go and ask every single business owner that you reach out to how much they're making per month, but not everyone's gonna come back to you and give you a reply, right? So it's I don't know. There's just some clues that their business is going well. They have a lot of testimonials and case studies. They have good lead flow. They look like in their lifestyle they're living pretty good. I know, and it's not a direct indicator. There's a lot of people that fake it, but that's a start. But my take on that is just, I think if you're gonna try find those guys through outreach, it's gonna be a lot harder compared to if you just find them through communities instead and job postings online. Um, but with that being said, if you see a good opportunity, obviously apply for it. Like obviously apply for it, right? So just always stay on the ball, look out for opportunities like that. But in terms of actively trying to seek them out, I think it's just better if you just play the volume game and just apply to positions and not be so picky. And then the right
Mhm.
opportunity will come anyway. I hope that makes sense. Basically, what I'm trying to say is just don't like single yourself out only to 40K per month plus offers, and
Mhm.
that's it. Like you gotta start somewhere, bro, because that's gonna take you forever. Honestly, it's gonna take
Yeah,
you a long ass time before you get an offer if you're gonna be that strict.
yeah,
Unless
yeah,
you're like
yeah,
you got tons and tons of experience and you're
yeah,
a well-known
yeah.
guy in the space who can pick and choose.
Mhm. I hear
Yeah,
you.
I hope that makes sense.
Yeah, and one more thing, man. Like when I see these job posts anywhere, it's like they're asking ridiculous amount of experience and like you need to be close in millions. Like, how do I, like how do someone like me, a fresher, should, show that I can do, have value? Should I just ignore them? What do I do? Like when this comes in like experience, it's like a chicken and egg problem, right? You need experience for a job, and the job needs an experience.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like I know, Mete, you know this all too well. Is how do I get my first client when I don't have case studies, you know? I think you just got to go ahead and same sort of play. Get out there, get the experience, and then you get the good job, even if that means you have to thug it out. So, maybe you have to settle. What I tell these guys, what you can do is experience stack. So you land a not so good offer
Mhm.
on purpose, grind on that, see what you can do with that for a couple of weeks, to a month, or a month or two. And then once you find a better offer, then you hop onto that,
Mhm.
and then you can and then you can say that time you have experience. Like, oh, I had experience. They don't necessarily need to know if it was a good offer or not. It's just say you have experience doing this and this for this
Mhm.
niche. And then you hop on that offer, and then if that's good and you're happy with it, cool, stay on it. But if you're not happy with it or another better opportunity comes around, work on that for a couple of weeks, make money. Obviously, don't just like take advantage of them, but let's say there's another offer that rolls around and you just work your way up the ladder. And as you work your
Oh,
way up the ladder, you're leaving more and more traces of experience behind. You have a bigger, like a portfolio, you could say. Like you
I
work for
see.
this company or for this company, you generate this amount of revenue, this amount of revenue. Compared if you went straight to the big company, the good company,
Mhm.
which I'm not saying it's impossible to land, but there's ways you can land that. I already mentioned experience,
Mhm.
network, connections, personal branding, etc. But like this version of you who had that experience stack compared to the version of you who wanted to go straight to that offer with no foundation, no experience,
Mhm.
then it's more likely the first version of you is going to get that instead of
I
you
get
trying to
it. I
like
get it.
go
And
there. Because what are you going to do? You're going to go up to the interview and say, oh, I don't have experience, but I know I'm a good fit. They get that 100 times per day. You're not original, you know. So just be aware of that, and yeah, do what you will with that.
yeah. I'm doing something similar, man. Like I wish someone has like told me, it's like I already told you, like people tell you this course, oh, just go on LinkedIn, do some outreach and you just, just land a job. But it's the other way around, you gotta like still move from the ladder. And one more last question I had is like people, I'm working a shitty offer, right? I'm just getting 10 to 15 leads. They ask like how many appointments can you set or how much money have you generated? And it's sort of like an objection, like uh how do I handle it? It's like, bro, like I was in a shitty offer. How do I just made little money and little appointments. Like how do I spin it or like, still, go up the ladder? What do you say when I get these questions from the interviewer?
Yeah, I'd honestly like try your don't go into the offers. Like I said,
Mhm.
don't try to. It's not like you're taking advantage of them, but do the best you can on those offers.
Mhm.
Because if you know you did the best you can, and then
Mhm.
they throw you something like that,
Mhm.
either it was a good offer or a bad offer. If it was a good offer and you did
Mhm.
well and you tried your best, then you would have made some money and gotten
Mhm.
results that you can tell them. But if it was a bad offer, but you're still putting in effort, just say like it wasn't a good offer. Like, the lead flow sucked, or the founder didn't do training calls with us, but I
Yeah.
was hammering out the outreach. So just the kind of unlucky thing, yada yada.
Mhm.
But only that's only stuff to worry about if they actually come up, if they actually ask you that, because sometimes they won't even ask you that. They won't even
Mhm.
ask you, oh well, what happened with that offer? What happened with that? Like, they're not gonna. Maybe they will, but only should most of the time only worry about problems that actually have happened or happen once they're in front of you. But it's good to keep in mind too, obviously.
Got it.
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
How should my day look like as an DM setter So should I start off my day with like clearing the inbox or doing follow-ups, or what do you recommend?
Have you got a flow that works for you? Have you found a flow that works for you pretty well?
Not yet. I've been on the offer for a week
Oh
now.
no,
So I've
no.
tried like different things.
I'd find your flow, find what works for you, but I think ranked from most urgent slash important to least urgent slash important would be number one most like let's say you get up, you start your day, most urgent slash important, reply and book in people who are like hot leads, like they're ready to be booked. So reply to them first thing. Second thing, I'm trying to think back to my olden days. Some people like to do follow-ups first and get them out of the way, and then clear the inbox. And then others, they prefer to do the inbox first and then follow up. So switch between the two. So urgent messages, number one. Number two could be replying. I guess like you're already in. It's not something to overthink, by the way. I don't want to
Yeah.
make it too trivial, but urgent messages, number one. I'd say number two for me would be just clearing the inbox because I'm already in that flow anyway of replying to people because I already cleared my urgent messages. So number two, clearing the inbox. Number three is follow-ups. And then number four, which might surprise some of you, is outreach and messaging new people. And I simply put that at last because this is like one of my offer owners told me this, which is actually really valuable. It's actually really, really useful. And he said, a nurtured and an existing convo is more important than a new convo because think about it, like with the new convo, you're starting from scratch again. They're cold possibly, but with the nurtured convo and existing convo, they already had like you already put rapport with them. You already kind of know them. You've had time invested in each other, so they're more likely to close and book in. So handle those first before you handle like new people. And then also like I know that one of my reasons why I do inbox first and outreach is just because maybe you fell asleep and then those messages have been sitting for a while. And you don't want much time. You don't want any more time to go on where they're not being answered. Okay, so that's my reasoning. Does that make sense, Cal?
Yeah, that makes sense. How did like let's say you have sent out your like messages and cleared your inbox, and then you're just waiting for the leads to respond. Do you answer instantly to like to a lead when he messages you back, or do you wait a certain amount of time and answer all of them back? You know, because they're not gonna all answer to at the same time.
It's up to you, but I think the first method's better because if you just it's just a rule of thumb. Like if you respond as quickly as possible, the warmer the lead's gonna be still, and the more likely you're gonna convert. The longer you leave a lead, the colder you're gonna get. And that's actually honestly, to be real with you guys, that's something I've been struggling with for a while now because I tend to procrastinate with responding back to leads. Trying to think of the right thing to say sometimes, but honestly, if you just respond to them as fast as possible, if you don't respond to them as fast as possible, then you're shooting yourself in the foot here. You're allowing them to get colder. And that's not what we want. Okay, so just respond to them and then don't let it pile up as well. So yeah.
Gotcha. Thanks.
Cool. All right, guys. Cool. Any last questions? Because I will have to wrap up here. It's been a really, really, really good call. Really enjoyed this. I'll take one more question. If you guys have any.
You all right, Matt?
Yeah, what's up, Joe? All good.
Yeah, all good, thanks. All good. Do you mind if I give you a quick message on Instagram after about a personal question about an offer I've had?
Yeah, of course.
All right, great, thanks.
Yeah, of course, bro. If you guys, yeah, and like with that being said, if you guys want to ask me a one-to-one question, obviously my inbox is open on IG, on Twitter, and in school. Don't hesitate. Cool. But with that being said, boys, good call. Some fresh faces, some ones I've seen before. Either way, I appreciate both of you guys. And yeah, hope this helped. Hope this call this week helped. So I will see you guys next Saturday. If you have any more questions, if you need help, message me. And yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys. Thanks for joining.
Thanks, man.
Peace.
Cheers.
Cheers.
And
Bye,
the
guys.
recording,
Like-
the recording will be
Hmm.
uploaded, by the way, once
Okay.
it's finished
Cheers.
Nice.
uploading. Okay.
Okay.
All right. See you guys.
Bye.
Go to bounce. Bye.